Okay, so you want to make your own body moisturizers, and this is all you need to do it. Coconut oil, extra virgin olive oil, and beeswax. And I got this beeswax from a local apiary, probably only about a mile or two away from me. And it's much better than what you can buy at craft stores. Take a look at the difference in color. When I took a look at the label after I bought it, it said Vietnam. So I'm sure there are lots of apiaries in Vietnam, but I don't really know what else is in it besides beeswax. So I switched over to the local beeswax, and it smells better. It's a deeper color, and I think I'm going to have pretty good results with it. If you want to do body moisturizers with infusions, you can. It's really quite simple to do. In this jar is olive oil, which is infused with, these are rose hips, which I picked about a month ago and dehydrated. And once they're dehydrated, you pop them in the oil, and those are all seeds on the top. And you let it sit and infuse in the oil for weeks if you want. This has been, you can also do, this is dandelion infused olive oil, beautiful golden color. These are dehydrated dandelions that I would have picked back in May and dehydrated and infused in the olive oil. But that's a little bit more than you need to do just starting out with a basic body moisturizer. All you need are these three ingredients: the coconut oil, the olive oil, and the beeswax. Okay, so this is 1 ounce of the beeswax, and just pop that right into the mixture. And you just wait for it to melt. I put it over a low heat, and you're supposed to use a double boiler. I don't have one, so I've got a small pot of water, which I put a glass bowl on top of and the ingredients in, and just waiting for it to melt. So you want to go slow and low on this, just a very low heat, and it'll melt slowly, and that's exactly what you want. Now, depending on how firm or soft you want your salve, you will adjust the beeswax. If you want a lip balm, you want a firmer salve, so you'd add more beeswax. If you want more of a loose salve or lotion, you'd add less beeswax. So today I have put in just over 1 ounce, and I can adjust that as I feel is necessary. But generally for 1 cup of oil, you'd want 1 ounce of beeswax. So because I put in 2 cups of oil, I really should be putting in 2 ounces of beeswax. So I think I'm going to add a little bit more. So it's starting to melt. We just have to have a little bit of patience. It takes time. I find this really soothing, just a really relaxing thing to do. And I don't know the cost difference between what it is to make this versus what you buy in the store, but once you have the ingredients, and because the olive oil and the coconut oil are basic ingredients, you probably already have them in your kitchen. And the beeswax cost $25 a pound, the local stuff. Stuff I bought at Michael's was $40 for the same amount, and like I said, don't know what's in it. They say it's beeswax, but just can't be sure. So once you have that, there's 16 ounces in a pound, so you could make this, depending on how much salve you're making, you could make it 8 times or 16 times if you're making a cup of salve or 2 cups of salve. So I think it's really quite an economical way to get a really great product that you know what's in it, you know what you're putting on your body. And like I said, I've been using this since the summer, and I see an incredible improvement in my skin. no longer dry, especially on my heels. It's cleared it right up, and I'm not spending a fortune on stuff in the pharmacy that really wasn't doing very much good at all. So like I said, at this point you can just pour it into the jars, but I'm going to add a few things. This is natural vitamin E oil. Vitamin E is great for the skin, so I'm going to put a couple of tablespoons of this in. And I'm also going to add essential oil. Sweet orange is just a beautiful scent, and I'm using this as a body lotion. So if you don't like scent, or if you have scent allergies and you have a sensitivity to essential oils, don't use it, of course. But I don't, so I'm going to pop this in because I love the smell. Probably a couple of tablespoons of this as well. Okay, I'm going to add the sweet orange oil, and I'm eyeballing this too. So 1 teaspoon, 2 teaspoons. I'm just stirring in the vitamin E oil and the sweet orange oil. Oh, the smell is just beautiful with that orange oil. Love it. Okay, I've transferred the oil into a measuring cup just for ease of putting it in the bottle. So I'm just going to pour it in until I get to the top. I think it's an 8-ounce jar, so it probably will hold all of it, and it does. So that's great. And I'm going to pour the rest of it, which is just shy of a cup. No, it's a full cup. And I'm going to pour the other into the 8-ounce mason jar. There we go. So that made 2 cups of salve. Now you're going to let this sit to firm up. Probably, I would think, for 12 to 24 hours until it's ready to use. And it's just that simple. So there you go. That's sweet orange, vitamin E, coconut oil, dandelion infused olive oil, and beeswax. But for you, if you just want to have what I call a naked salve, that would be beeswax, coconut oil, and olive oil without the infusion of dandelions or any other herb or flower you want to infuse. And you don't need to add the vitamin E or the essential oil that I put in. But this is lovely. Give it a try. I think you're going to love it. So this is the salve that I've been putting on my body and on my feet, and it's exceptionally moisturizing. It's really wonderful, actually. And this is the finished product, just firmed up now, as you can see from the lid. I reuse jars. I think this was like some kind of jam jar. Doesn't really matter. Reduce, reuse, recycle. It's firmed up quite nice. So this is what I've been using all winter. Just, it goes on real light. It's very nice. Absorbs quickly into the skin. You need very, very little of it. In fact, I've been working with this all day, so I've got quite a bit on, and it's very light. It absorbs in very quickly. Hope you try it. I hope you love it. Okay, have a good day.